This is going to be the fastest video because I got a guy meeting us to pick this up here in just minutes. So I was like, I wanted to test it, and he says this is going to be a quick video. So it's got to be like a 3-minute video. Yeah. All right. This is like a Carvex, isn't it Carvex?
Festool Carvex, right?
Yeah, yeah. 420 EB. I bought this new cordless.
It's got a 5 amp on it.
5 amp. It's a phenomenal jigsaw. Why am I getting rid of it? And why have we switched to the 40 volt? Has nothing to do but just for the battery. We don't run.
We just don't
Festool.
We don't run enough Festool.
We don't run enough Festool.
But,
and you know,
sense.
some of the stuff's pretty decent. You know, some of the Festool stuff that we have, we're not going to get rid of, but this particular one, I got rid of all our sustainers. I showed a video of getting rid of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the switch and jump off and get stuff either switched to DeWalt or Makita. But with that being said, there's a couple complaints I got. But I'm going to ask Harley what he thinks of the two, because he's ran the 40 volt now for a little while.
Yeah.
And go ahead. Talk about the Carvex first.
All right. So the Carvex is it's a nice jigsaw. One thing I'll point out right off the bat, be looking at both of them. The Carvex has the dust port. Not really necessary. Never used it. I don't think it really has a purpose.
That's true. We don't.
Let me see.
It's fixed. I will say you can't rotate the base, so you have to buy a different base to be able to.
I never noticed that,
rotate it.
and that would have been lame because I've never used that feature. Normally I just
How many
rock
years have we had it?
I don't know. I never angled with it. Normally I just rock it when I do a cut.
It's a very, very smooth.
Okay. Being honest though, if I'm doing a bevel cut, I'm not gonna use a jigsaw. That would be my last option. You're gonna use the track saw. You're gonna use a table saw. Something before this.
True.
I mean, what else you want to point out? It has a shield that goes down. That's kind of cool. But Makita doesn't.
What about the height? Is there any differences in the height?
The Makita's just a smidge taller, but I'll point out.
Look how much shorter it is.
The Makita's just a tad shorter.
How much? About a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch shorter. But the Carvex definitely is lower.
Right.
Okay. Here, grab this camera because I definitely do have a complaint. Come over here. This way. Shoot, I mean this is real as what it is. We just got my biggest complaint with the Makita is this right here. So let's say I do a little cut. I can go in there and let's say I'm right here. I can go in and start and stop this with one hand. Well, I don't need to do that. This guy right here, I can't reach it. Come on, people. I guess I can. Ooh, I have to totally loosen my grip. So if you're like this or whatever, I guess you could come over here. It's way easier. Way easier.
Right.
So I mean that's definitely a win. Ergonomics, this right here, man, it feels so good. This is a little heavy. Your fingers right here have nothing to wrap around to, so it comes onto that frame. You can actually wrap right around on the Makita. We are slowly, I mean, we're big Makita DeWalt guys. I mean, we have a lot of Bosch. We got some Milwaukee. We are lessening our Festool, I guess, but we have nothing wrong with this. I mean, it's a phenomenal jigsaw, but yeah. So that's our 2 cents. I do like that we can rotate this one because there is a little bit of an advantage to being able to. This is how you just take the blade out. I'm gonna pop a Festool in here. Of course, it's one. Just push it in. Push this here. Okay, and then this guy right here. Oh, I forgot. I already forgot. It's been a while since I ran this. You put it in there on an angle, and then you turn it. And then, how do you? What have you done? Oh yeah. Oh my. This button back here. You slide it ahead. So, but I will say, out of all the hype and everything for the Carvex, I can't say as though I thought it cut any straighter or cleaner than other ones that have more of a traditional roller.
Right.
This has the guides or whatever that it goes in there and runs on. Oh my!
Is this your first time?
It is. Well, that is sharp, and plus, what have I got? About 10 minutes before I meet the guy. The guy's getting a deal because this thing's kind of expensive, but yeah, one of the biggest, I will say, complaints that we have with this is just the starter. Other than that, the handle grip's better, the smoothness. Here's our blades. The blades that the both come with are fantastic. I mean, the Makita comes with this 3 set. It's about as good as you're going to get. We don't have our long blades in here. Oh yeah. But one thing that we've done in the van, our work vehicle, is we got these long guys. So yeah, you can get 86 of the chainsaw.
So, and the sawzall.
So, what was I going to say about that? Getting rid of the sustainer or whatever Makita calls them. And I could have done it with the Festool, but by us getting rid of it, we are using this a lot more.
Yeah,
it's a lot quicker to grab. I just got the blades. I mean, if you go back and see the side of the van, how I have it positioned in there. The track saw too, wow, it's so much easier to get. Before I always kind of like, oh, I need to get the track saw out. Not now. Tracks are about the only thing that's slow. But either way, I think that's it. You know, I've watched guys cut granite with these, and they claim about how precise it is and everything. I'm not seeing it. I don't see much difference from that to this, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a blade that's unsupported on the other side.
Right.
So
it's not stiff enough to hold its own.
Yeah. So how precise can it be?
It's not like a saw blade where it's solid piece of steel.
Dollar for dollar, I think this ended up being a little bit more than the Carvex.
I was gonna say I think it's more.
Crazy 40-volt battery, but we were getting that 40-volt off from other tools. Let me back up. We actually have enough of these now.
Here.
That we got multiple. Go ahead.
So one thing I wanted to point out was with the 40 volt, if
you cut me off.
If you're doing a deck and you're cutting into, say, a 4x6, this has the power to cut through a wet 4x6. That one's gonna struggle a little bit.
This thing has a ton of power.
Yeah.
I will give that.
It's hard to stall.
Because we have cut with this longer blade. We've done some crazy cuts already with this and some treated wood.
Yeah.
Some bigger timbers.
It'll do it.
Yep. All right, that's it.
That is it.
So either one. Get away from the D handle. Go with the barrel grip. And yeah, I have no experience on the 18 volt. Both are soft start. That one's not as much. This one has a really nice.
Faster start, slower stop.
It's kind of weird on the slow.
One thing that always annoyed me, my dad likes it, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but the strobe thing always annoyed me.
So there's a whole bunch of hype over the strobe light, and no, I didn't think it was.
Always gave me dizziness.
So one thing too is this, when you turn it upside down, the light would shut off. Let me see. Okay, this one stays on. This one here, see, the light shuts off because they say if you're cutting upside down, you're blinding yourself. Now I've had many instances, I wanted the light to stay on.
Exactly.
I needed the light. So that was kind of annoying.
I never even noticed that the light went out when you
So yeah,
down.
that's kind of a big thing with that.
That's
that
weird.
It shuts off, but all right. Well, I don't want to give that guy a Makita blade. But
All right.
see ya.